I am Local the Nub. I am going to be running me some Jackdaws in Tier 4 starting off. We'll be moving up to Tier 5, Tier 6 after. These are duo Jackdaws. It's been a couple minutes since I've run them, but I'm sure I'll get back to it pretty quick. Do have to do a little bit of a setup here. You start in... That's not a Jackdaw. That might be an issue. I swear I got one ready. That's alright, I need to set this one up as well anyway. So that goes there, that goes there, that goes there. Throw that in there, and there. Nova Fury. Yeah, totally, apparently set up the right ship, but just didn't move over to it. We'll get that fixed right quick. Just let me hop over to here. And what's that one? I'll have to check that one after. Me over into announcements. Copy. Okay, should be this one I got ready already. Looks about right. Nope, maybe not. I swear I threw 4 of each in there. Maybe I'm drunk. Am I drunk? Let me see. Oh wait, maybe I threw some of the stuff into here. I sure did. Do not want Nova Fury in here. Okay, so let's take these and throw those into there. Then I can just get rid of the other ones, because they use the same pills anyway. And then I just need that Nova Scourge. I know, right? I totally did. I'm so proud of myself, I can't even. What did I do wrong? Not want Scourge. Bad. Bad Scourge. Nova Fury. Stack all. There we go. 1,500 of that. Much better. Alright, let's undock again. Cracker, how's it going today? Now the interesting part is I don't have to change around a couple things like I normally do. Or, that's not it. I have this screen open today. That's what the difference is. This screen right there. Because I don't have an account on that one today. I'm excellent, thank you for asking. I mean, we'll see if I remember how to do these the way I want to, but, you know. I'm starting off from Raging, it shouldn't be too bad. Let's go utilities, notepad. T4 Raging Filaments are the best. T4 Darks Jacks. Kind of. Cut. Paste. Approach that guy. Approach that guy. Okay, first thing to pay attention to is these guys are not as cap stable as my other ones. You have a cap penalty, that's going to be terrible. You have an turret optimal problem, but that's alright. I am okay with those. Let's go and find out what happens. I'm like, where's my ADC? It's like, you don't have one. No ADC for you. Okay, so these are Vilas. Let's orbit this at about 15. Regrouping. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. These guys are going to tear through these. Nova and Nova, we're good on those. Apparently we're shooting 2 and 1. That is also acceptable. So the big difference between these guys and Hawks is these guys have different modes, okay? So, right now, it kind of looks like I'm taking a little bit of damage. That's not a problem. Besides overheat, I also have defensive mode and navigation mode, or propulsion mode. And I can hit one or the other of those, and that's going to make things go far differently than what they currently are in any situation. Now, for Tier 4s, I largely want to be in sharpshooter mode most of the time because that's more damage. So if I'm in a position where these guys aren't taking any real damage and they're the same fit, They're 2 BCUs, and not expensive ones, with a damage control. But if they're not taking any significant amount of damage, and they can be in sharpshooter, then they are perfect. Nope, 2 ships are exactly the same. It should be these guys here, too. $325 million. So $650 for the 2. 36.6. That seems a little high, Ashley. Multi-spec 2. It's been a while since I looked at these, so I just want to double check it. Small cap booster. Republic Fleet small battery. Corelli A. The Corelli A is actually important. Don't cheap out on your A-B. Yeah, no, that looks right. I want this one here, though. I don't know why it's there on both of them, but that's alright. We keep that handy in case anyone wants to look at it. So we're on our last Vila. We're 3 minutes in, and that was a Vila room, which, don't get me wrong, it's not particularly huge DPS, but it's not bad either. Hey, Riker, how's it going? I did not get the stuff set up yet. Give me a minute on that, Riker. Let's see what this one is. Tezzera's. All right. If I remember correctly, these guys are weaker against EM. Let's orbit this at current. There's no short-range deviants, so we should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So anything with a lower resist, so Hawks shoot this kinetic one. These guys are shooting explosives, so I do a little more damage to these guys with this than I would with Hawks. And each one is currently 330 DPS, so 660 combined. I'm gonna go get that started. Create, horde, create, announce. There you guys go. Oh, shit. Let's not lose that guy awful early. Okay. A is not going after him right now, so we're going to have to switch this up. And I might hit my ADC. Or not ADC. I might hit defensive mode. Drop that signature radius, increase his resistances. So if he does take a hit, it's not anywhere near as bad. But it looks like he's getting back out of range. So I will turn that back off. Yeah, I just forgot to put them in the same spot, kind of thing. Again, I haven't flown these in a hot minute. And now this one is chasing the other guy, but he's far enough away it's not an issue. Hey, Lustig, how's it going? I am doing very well, thank you. I'm busy with work at times, but trying to get back into the swing of things here. Some people want to see the Jackdaws running, so I figured I'd run the Jackdaws. Okay, those guys are mostly dead. We're going to bring this into the biocache. Because this guy's one missile away from death. They both are. So we are going to spend a little bit of time flying. For that, we can absolutely hit the fly faster button. with the hard part remembering that we have to hit the fly faster button off before we go to the next room, but it's typically not a huge deal. So second room done, almost 14 minutes left. So I haven't used the time for one room for the first two. That one can turn off there. 14 million there. Now these are using the same implants as what my Hawks normally use. So CPU management and 3% missiles times 2. Alright, send these two off to the last room. Maybe I'll remember to regroup this time. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So, the nice thing about sharpshooter mode, and actually no, is that sensor dampeners and weapon disruptors don't affect it as much, and I get a huge targeting range. So these aren't as big of a problem as normal. So tangling, renewing, and then blinding is fine. I'm going to orbit this at 25, regroup like I'm supposed to, and I'm going to have them shoot different targets. So these guys have 33% structure, but we're going to be hitting them fast and hard. I'm actually going to shoot the blinding next, which wouldn't normally make sense, except look at how quickly these guys are going down. Why are you taking damage? This guy just went into defensive mode. Because apparently the little guys are doing enough damage that it makes a difference on him. We're going to put him back into sharpshooter mode because he's fine for now. You know, shoot the renewing, that's fine. Oh, what's that? Piece of plastic here. There's a scratchy noise that I was making and not meaning to. Oh, they also had a tracking tower, might be why I was taking a bit more. And I did not switch off EM like a scrub. Mind you, these guys are weaker against EM, so I guess that works out fine too. But I usually try to be on Nova. $45 million there. Crash blue hard shell on this guy. I put pyro on this guy because he is the DPS of the two. And just because that's actually what he normally has in... oh shit, what did I say? 44? So it should be about 95 total. That's what he normally has in the Hawk, so he had it handy is why I used it. Six, 7. Looks about right, 96 million. And I'm only about 11 minutes in. Oh, I always forget. I'm only using 2 at a time. Sounds good, Recon. You have yourself a wonderful evening, buddy. Activate those. Just gotta check something over here right quick. That's what I thought. Alright, Devoted is weaker against EM. So you fly differently in these because they're different. These guys have 0 EM resist, so we are going to absolutely massacre these guys. We have some minor concerns because There are no cruisers in here, and I get concerns when things like that happen. So we're going to fly away from them. I also have a larger range on these things. They're good for 53. So if these guys chase me at all, they're going to get wrecked. I'd already say we're fine. So these guys aren't quite as much DPS as my Hawks combined. However, their volley DPS is pretty big. So they can do 1700 on an Alpha Strike, which I believe is quite a bit more than the Hawks, but the Hawks just have a faster rate of fire. So, but that does make a difference in some things. Oh no, yeah, that happens. That's one of the things most likely to get me, but thankfully I've gotten better at it. 15.5 there. They're both priests, so it's a little harder to tell which one's which. Bot that's not very good at being a bot. So right now, especially because I've got the cap negative, these guys are not particularly good at doing that damage, but should be fine. Oh, I've tried that one and I've run into that issue, so I get it. These are all Velas, which should not be any kind of issue. We're going to orbit this at 15, and I guess we're going to kill the ghosting first. Same with anything, you just keep an eye on things, but you have your defensive mode if you need it. So it can make a huge difference. Fish, I'm already a couple in here. So right now they're both in sharpshooter mode. So this guy's taking a little bit of damage. Oh, I don't have his shield on. Might also have something to do with it. He's got a negative cap, so I didn't turn it back on right away. It's like, oh, his shield's going down. Oh, it's not supposed to be. How's it going, Booga? Very well, thank you. A little tired. I went for a run today, so that sometimes says it. 51 million. Woo! Running! 51 mil. By the way, I'm not sure how many Chaotic Dark I have, but I haven't been selling them, so I should have enough for an hour. Times 2, 660 mil. Running's terrible. I hate running, but I'm trying to get better at it, so we'll see how that goes. I mean, I don't even have a pack of wolves chasing me like in that Outpost.com commercial. Man, that's an old commercial. That I don't even know where all it played, so. We at Outpost.com decided to shoot a gerbil through a gerbil through this hole in the wall. Alright, guys. Fire. Cute little guy. Oh, he hit the wall. Oh. Fire. 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 Anyway. Terrible commercial. Don't watch it. Oh, you guys are shooting the same one here. Let's mark these ones up so I can shoot different ones. 1, 2, 2. Numéro 1 et numéro 2, s'il vous plaît. Avec beaucoup de gâteaux au chocolat. Sorry, that's just my French. But you know what makes for good ASMR stream? And everybody likes chocolate cake. You need to stop talking about that. I'd love some chocolate cake, but I'm not allowed to right now. Alright, so I'm going to switch these back over to, I should have done it already, Nova Fury. Because that's the primary one that I need, especially if I hit like an angel room. I know, right? Definitely French. So I'm going to the last room. I still have 13 minutes left. With a couple Redivas and some little dudes. So we're just going to orbit this at about 20. Rodiva, Rodiva, fire. And until we get down to about like half shield, we're not. Oh man, it does again help to turn it on. With my shield on, we don't really care about anything else here. Because you can still do damage in tank mode. You just do less of it. So stay in sharpshooter mode if you can. Like something like this room here, you're not going to get alpha down. Not like stinking angels or something like that, right? So you can kind of take your time a bit, kill whatever you want first. Still not a bad idea to kill the frigates first. 2 volleys, they're dead. Grab your loot, get out, call it a day. Also, this reps 181, and we have 1125 shields. So if you do the math on that, you're repping more than 10% of your shield by a bit every rep. So, you know, it takes going down a bit before you're concerned. But this is more like the active Gila, where you want to be paying attention. 11 million. 10.5 million. Where you're paying attention to your cap, you don't have to run it all the time. The main thing for that too, though, is that again, I've got the minus 15% cap penalty. And that's a pain in the butt to deal with, but you can use more cap boosters, you can do whatever you want for that. And that one is 9 minutes and 20 seconds, so 9.5 minutes. So 2677 mil in 9.5 minutes. The other one was probably close to that too, but I just hadn't been paying attention, so I estimated from how much booster I had left. Oh really? Like T4s? I mean, I could almost fall asleep doing these. I'm sorry to say. Like, I'm aiming to have 6 done this hour. Okay, so we're going to go around the tower. These guys are more than far enough away that they're going to run into my missiles. I don't even have to worry about going near them. All my mods are on. I can turn the shield off for a half second if I want. Then I run into this tower and take some extra damage. I have to remember that these guys can target more than the average ship that I fly can. So I can have all of this stuff targeted and not worry about, what is it, 7 targets? Yeah. These guys are still not in range of me. That one's getting closer. That one's getting closer. Oh, this one's taking hits now. Alright, let's leave that one on then. But yeah, there's 4 blast lines left. They're pretty well dead. Yeah, you have to be really careful of them, but if you're paying attention, like you don't fly towards Teslas is the thing. Now, sometimes if you start in a room with a bunch of speed clouds, you might not have a lot of a choice in the matter. But if you don't, then usually you're fine. But yes, this room can absolutely catch you off guard if it's a high imbalance of the striking. I've had that happen. That's one of the main reasons these will die. And if you get webbed down and there's a bunch of striking and you end up right in the middle of them and you can't get away from it, it's bad news. But that's not super common, so it's not too bad. Again, I always start with Nova in these rooms, because the biggest threat to me is still the Angel Room, and the Angel Room I want Nova. So I can take the 2 seconds to switch because these guys have a bonus for switching. 24. Also, I'm already sorry, fish, but I'm going to make this look way easier than it actually is. But I think I already warned you of that before. No, Angel is, 1 second here. Charybdis is another problematic to watch out for, but not actually a problematic room. Cinnables. To whatever I need. So these guys, it doesn't matter which damage I do. They all have the same resists. Charybdis, I think, is this. Yeah, Charybdis is the same. Doesn't matter which resist. So I don't need to switch up what I'm shooting at for this room. I just need to fly away from Charybdis, because Charybdis is the one that can get some good hits on me. So until all of the other stuff, all of the null charge and entanglers are dead, we stay away from Charybdis. Once they're dead, we can go into range of Charybdis, and we can start shooting that. But we want to try and make sure that there's no medium towers that it's near. We want to be out of its range. I want to turn on my shields again. Yeah, I sure will. Now, I'm not a fan of red clouds, but red clouds don't help Charybdis hit me, so I'm alright with going in a little bit here. But we're going to try to keep about a 40 to 50 kilometer range on Charybdis at all times. And Charybdis will fly into our missiles a little bit, because Charybdis can't hit us right now. So we have a 53 kilometer range, so right there. So we can start flying a little bit away and just kind of micromanage our range on this. These guys we don't care about. We can target them up, but they can die after the fact. That was Charybdis missing us. That was us hitting Charybdis. So 40 to 53 is our range that we're aiming for. We do have to pay attention. Charybdis can get good shots off. That's why we have a damage control on both of these. Let's fly a little bit closer. Where's Charybdis here? Yeah. Still hitting. You're within range, you're still going to hit. Charybdis is also a shield tank, so we're getting we're getting a little closer than I want to be. I prefer to be, like I said, around that 40 to 53, and we were getting closer to the lower 40s, so I want to try to get a little more distance. I don't have to... one climb per screen, yes. I do that with 3 accounts. This one is actually now just my my OBS up for me. I can switch it over to my Orca or whichever at any point in time that I want to. Okay, so I'm going to get into range of Charybdis a little bit because I'm up against the border. So I can't fly further down and away, but Charybdis is almost dead. We just have to make sure we keep transversal and not fly into that blue cloud or whatever over there. Second Charybdis is dead. We approach here. There we go. Probably don't need that on, actually. I'm going to have to pop on more cap boosters because of that negative cap, but I can also turn off my shield from time to time. Just have to be a good boy and remember to turn it back on. What do you mean one each? There's only one Karen, so I focus. These guys are Scyllas. These aren't Karens. They're not Charybdis. There's only ever one Charybdis, though. So I kill all of the webs and newts first. Then I kill Charybdis. And then I go to the next room. No. There's only ever one Charybdis. I might have been talking about there being 2 Scyllas. This one is 72 million. Sweet. Okay, turn that on. Activate gate. Want that one to catch up a little bit first. That should be good. Fish, ask away. This is what I'm here for. Running these for you and anyone who hasn't seen this in a while. Okay, Confusers, Sentinels. These guys are newts. And nothing else is a newt. That's a Confuser. Confusers have a little less effect on Jackdaws because of their bonuses. But I'm still going to kill it first anyway. And then I'm going to focus on the Sentinels. That'll take 1 and 2, and you'll take 3. And then I can just kill everything else as I need to. Also, when I go up to 5 and 6, it'll make a little bit more of a difference for you as well. Because then you'll see how I act in turning on some of my other modes when I need to. And that's stuff that you would do at a lower tier than I would. But I'm not going to feel threatened for a bit, so. Same resist across the board here. So if it's same resists, honestly, my Hawks do about the same amount of damage. Or more. I think a little more, actually. But if I hit a resist hole, which some of these rooms I do, then these guys end up doing a significant amount more damage. Okay, there's one sentinel left alive. That's this guy here. He's being killed by this dude. And then there's no newts left. We're pretty well done this room. This is a web, but I'm not super concerned about them because I can tank these. And he is dying. Like, why does this guy have 4 targets? This guy has 5, because you're blowing up the cache. The Watchmen do more damage, that's why I killed them first, but at this point it kind of doesn't really matter. 6 million, well, that's garbage. But the nice thing is, even though it's a really low room, the filaments are still paid for. 96,102 is still a good run, too. That guy there. And 12 minutes, 12 and a half minutes, we'll say. That one had Charybdis, which took a little bit longer. Make sure this lined up to 102. Uh, 103, close enough. Come on, get over there. Alright, I'm low on Mjolnir Fury. Oh, I want some more cap boosters. So, 400. I'll grab 10. So, it's a mix of Charybdis, Benthic, and Angels are most likely to ruin your night, but you throw in Weird Clouds and some other ones have a chance as well. Dissipator's not a huge problem. Short-range Deviants screw with your missiles. Where are they? That one's over there. That one's over there. So if we fly this way, we don't have issues with those. These guys are actually pretty close starting off as well. We'll get the Dissipators first. And, oh, these guys are all null web. So this is quite a bit of news. So you might actually get to see me have to pop some stuff on this one. Okay, so we shrunk our signature radius and put on a thing there. So we're going to do a little bit less damage right now, but we're going to survive better. See, we're not taking anywhere near as much damage. Also, we get 10% of our shield back whenever we shoot something, and we're still doing damage to things. We're going to kill that guy first, then I have to worry about a little bit of that stuff. Oddly enough, the newts are not going after him at all. Okay, armor might melt away, but I still have that ADC there as well. And they're still dying. already comfortable in going back up here. Let's approach here. And that's where newts make more of a difference than hawks, because these guys can take a little more damage. But they're also really good at recovering and have a lot more buffer. It was actually me learning to fly these that made me understand how better to deal with a lot of the rooms in here for the hawks. This is what actually solidified my hawk flying. So yeah, there I had to use my defensive mode. I ended up taking a whopping 4% armor damage, lost 33 armor, not percent armor, 33 actual armor. But we got control back. So that's kind of a spot where you want to pay attention to what you have in the room. I wasn't really looking that closely, but if you have a high number of newts and a low number of webs, sometimes it's good to kill the webs so you can keep up your speed. If you have a high number of webs and a low number of newts, sometimes it's nice to kill the newts so that you can keep your shield rep going. 9 million there. And now I'm just back to having shitty cap again. This guy does have more cap boosters if I need them. I might actually load him up more on the next one. Illuminator, so Lancer for you. Now, 8 newts like that is pretty fringe. Like, you don't see that many even in the higher tiers. But it is something to watch out for, of course. Hardener's not currently on, and that's the one I need on. Let's see what we get first here. Not a Charybdis. It's Scylla. This looks like it should be a Charybdis room, but it's not a Charybdis room. That's the short range. That is another short range. Let's go this way. Everything is going to be in range. We got a null charge here and a dissipator here. 3 entanglers, and then we're not too worried about things after that. Well, I was going to turn that off for a second. I guess not now, guys. Oh, you should never be flying anywhere near anything. These guys have crazy good range, and nothing else in here does. You are always trying to fly away from enemies. Always. We're archers in this. We're not, you know, little guys with swords trying to close with and destroy the enemy here. We're trying to kill them from as far away as possible. And also, both of these have damage controls on them, so their structure is pretty good, too. Like, just because I run out of shield and even armor doesn't mean I'm dead. Another thing you can do, although unless you absolutely need it, what tower is that? Goddamn short range. I generally don't recommend it, is if you have a speed cloud, you can clip it and get away from things. And it's one of the ways of mitigating angel rooms sometimes, is you clip the speed cloud, get the speed boost, zoom away, and if you can, start aiming to go back to the speed cloud so you can clip it again and do the same thing a few times. And that makes it so you take less damage from the angels because you just go away from them, and they can't get to you to hit you. Then they start hitting you again, you start going down again, you clip the the cloud again, and it resets their damage. Well, not so much it resets their damage, but it lets you get your tank back before having to deal with them again. And that works for Hawks and other ships as well. Told you I'd do this for you, fish. Okay, and that's only another 9 million though. We're just going to orbit this at a small amount here. So I think the average for these is supposed to be probably around the 60-70 million range. So obviously this one's over, but my other, this one's under, but my other three were over. But this next one will kind of be what tells us how good or bad this ended up being. Okay, we're going to go to the gate, even though the gate might be in that cloud, which, let's see where it is exactly. No, it should be fine. So another thing about these is in sharpshooter mode, you get a bonus to their velocity. So your missiles get from point A to point B faster, and that does help. Okay, last room. Alright, this is a fairly typical one of these. Don't want to hit that. Just gonna kill the two starving first. Nope, not the spark needle. Then we'll kill the harrowing after that. Okay, there are two tangling here that got us webbed. We're not super worried about those, especially once that starving is dead there. Let's approach here. We're a bit slower, so it might take us a minute to get there. Yes. Actually, no, that's not entirely true. Most of the time I don't. So, regroup. You're supposed to be over there. So, if you see me number the enemies, it's because I'm trying to shoot them both at the same time. So, for example, 3 is marked here, so I'm trying to shoot him with both of them, because the Triglavian ships, they remote rep. So, if you split focus instead of focusing them down, they will rep each other, and you might not kill them because of that. So you want to shoot them down as fast as possible. Like, focusing them down. Ephialtes, Teslas, Tesseras, even if they're in Karen rooms, most of the time, I'm shooting the wrong one here. No, I didn't start shooting. Good job. 24 in Avelis. We don't count the cost of the Avelis. 33, 42 million in however long this one took. Most of those, I don't focus them down. But you can do it however you want, kind of thing. However, a lot of times there is a lot of focusing, because if I start shooting this guy, then these guys are going to be repping him. And if they're shooting separate ones, they seem to get more reps for not a real good answer. But they do. And I don't know why it is, but sometimes I can't break them if I split targets. And you're kind of trying to break them. Now, towards the end of a room, there's only 2 of these guys left. Now, it's more for Hawks, I'll do 2 and 1. But you can do the same thing here. There's only 3 guys left. They're not going to have all that many remote reps left. You can split them up if you want. Also lets me go here and show you something kind of neat. So these guys are armor tanked. Their armor is 33 and 36%. for resists. Hawks are shooting into 53. This is 33 across the board. So we're doing quite a bit more damage. So if we shot 1,000 damage, we're doing 640. Hawks are doing 470. So that's where the DPS differs for Hawks and these guys, and why different types of missiles matter. And that's also why the Angel Room is going to be important like that too. Okay, it looks like probably 5. Yeah. These ones took a little longer. 5 is still good though. 13 minutes. Okay, and cap boosters will take 12. Yep. Should be good there. He's still 14, so we got lots. And we still have 11 minutes left on boosters. If we don't have the last room started by then, we're in trouble anyway. Alright, Lucid Room. So we're gonna go... Alright, I get to move first. It doesn't overly... So these guys I don't focus. I want to kill the null charges and the entanglers. So the Lucids are slower. So if you fly not towards things, then... These guys are going to catch up to you, but these guys are going to lag behind. These are the ones that do more damage. So if you kind of just stay away from them, then you're going to take less damage. Yes, these guys are going to newt and web you and stuff like that, but they die fairly quickly in this. Oh goddammit, that's an Fealties Tangler too. And we're just going to approach the biocache. It's not a great idea, but this should not hurt me. He's being neutered now. They each have 1 on them. The Sentinel is on you, the Syl is on the other guy. Syl is almost dead, then we'll kill the Sentinel, and then we're on our merry way. And again, I stay in sharpshooter mode as often as possible. Upholder, Watchman, so you shoot Upholder, you shoot Watchman. These guys don't generally remote rep, so I don't mind splitting up on them. Just have to remember to turn my shield booster back on later. Okay, fealties, you can approach the transfer, open cargo. So unless you're in navigation mode, these guys turn like boats is a problem. 24 million there. So it's just something to be aware of, that these guys are not super quick at turning around like Hawks are. They'll take the wide way around. They are not graceful, but they are great distance missile platforms. Okay, again, this one is not one to screw around with. Unless you're flying in Blue Cloud, which would be fine, but we're not going to. Spark Lance are probably a bigger threat here than previously because they can hit you better. You have a bigger signature radius, so they can hit you harder than what they could hit a Hawk. However, I'm telling you right now, Blast Lance are still probably the bigger issue. Blast Lance, even though you wouldn't think so because of how little damage they're supposed to do to you, they track and damage you a whole lot better. So it's something you need to know, and you need to work on stopping. But that's again why you have defensive mode, bonus to all shield resists, and signature radius. Animal, how you doing? I'm doing fine, thank you. A little tired from some exercise today and some dieting I've been doing. Trying to lose some weight and not eat all the chocolate cake to myself, which is a shame because I love all the chocolate cake to myself. But that's going pretty good as well, so I can't really complain too much. I'll turn that off, that on. Clerk. And we're going to start heading towards the biocache. Right? So I don't need to have my shield booster on at all times. It only takes about probably 3 boosts right now to get it back up. Let's see where we're at. 1, 2, 3, and pretty well back to full, right? So this reps a lot. Actually, let's see how much. So let it go down a little bit more yet. Not that they're going to be doing a whole lot more to it, but that's alright. Okay, I might actually not be able to do that. 86. Probably goes to 100. Yeah. So, I mean, I'm doing it because I have the negative cap, so I can't leave it running all the time. But if you, like, you don't always need to pop your cap boosters. That's a little micromanaging. If it's problematic to try to keep, you know, attention to it, I would rather pop more cap boosters than forget my damn shield off. But if you're okay with doing it, then it's fine, right? Reload, reload. 21 million. And going into the last room, we've not seen angels yet, which is kind of a shame. Me doing this is usually hilariously insulting to people, so I wouldn't... Shit, did I not grab that? Don't go through. Don't go through. I'm scared to look. Why did I not grab that? Was I out of range? Did I just not grab everything? What happened? There we go. Somehow I missed that. Okay, I still have 4 minutes left on my boosters, so I'm good there. But you don't have 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Don't need 6 minutes and 40 seconds. You just need enough to get through the main DPS of the room, and you're fine. Unless you're real short on time, which in that case, I do still have more boosters and stuff if I need them. I just probably won't need them. Okay, nothing special. This is Nefelti's Lucid Room. Where are they? They're right over there. Okay, so let's... No, I don't like any of these clouds. Let's go this way. Firewatchers, Wardens first. And then the 2 Entanglers. There's no other newts or webs, so that'll take out a lot of the problems that this room might cause. And all of them have the same resist, so it doesn't matter which missiles we use. Again, why I tend to bring more of the Nova and just leave that in if I don't have to change. Main ones to change for are Edencom, Angels you want the explosive, Triglavians you want the explosive. That's why we leave explosive in most of the time. The bigger threats are explosive anyway. Because devoted, you just fly them around the room. They generally don't hit you. Same with some of the other ones. So the shield's fluctuating a bit. I don't care. Doesn't matter. It's not getting anywhere near low enough that I have concerns about it. It's going to fluctuate. They're going to get some good hits. They're going to get some bad hits. As long as it's getting back up to close, you absolutely don't have to worry about it at all. Now, but knowing that time to play with it, that's the harder part of this. Like 29, I know generally when I have to be concerned, and it's not yet. 74 million in however long that took. But if you don't know, it gets much more frightening. I mean, you'd be much more upset with me when I start doing tier 6s with one of those negatives, but that's beside the point. Those I should not do. Actually, I might not do it for tier 6s. These are challenging. So, also, there's upgrades that you can do here, too. So, right now, this is 330 DPS. If I show info, drag this thing over here, maybe fire some more missiles, and I go variations, and I throw on some Caldari navies. Now instead of being, I guess this, why is that not much more? Strange. I thought it would have went up higher than 14. Anyway, still goes up a little bit, but I honestly thought it would have been more than that. 14 does not seem like enough. Ballistic, ballistic. Did I not put the right one there? That doesn't seem right. Nope, that's the right one. Strange. Damn me being math boy. Alright, so 14 DPS. 14 divided by 330. Oh, no, that's a 4% increase. Never mind, we're good. Every little bit does make a difference, too, though, so something to be aware of. I double-checked. It's that one. Alright, so let's take these guys and go dock up very quick. If you ever worry about some people coming and trying to smart bomb you, all you have to do is throw this in defensive mode and you become a lot smaller and get a lot more tank, and you can just throw these guys on and that'll help. Now that that's worn off, my negative is worn off, I also won't run out of cap either, so sometimes it's the little things. I didn't grab a time. I'm just going to say 12 minutes. 1 hour total is what? Calculator. That was actually a pretty good hour total, to be fair. 96. 10. Nope. 77. 102, 42, 74, 391 million. Second hour. T5, Darks, Jacks. Let's see if I have at least 5 of these guys. So stack that. Accept, accept. Come on. How many do you have? You have 8 chaotic darks on you, so that's actually perfect. And you've got 27, so I did keep more than enough. Alright, so first things first. Get repair quotes. It's actually probably not first things first. That's alright. Let's go over to here. We are going to go to MoveBot, giveaways, create, hashtag hourly, create. And now, so that one and the horde, nope, get back there. And the Dragon's Horde are both open, so hashtag horde and hashtag hourly separately will get you into both. I will be back in a quick minute. I'm just going to go for a washing break and grab some water. I will be right back. And I'm going to leave you with a quick ad break, and I will see you in a few minutes. Please enter those draws, and I will be back in a few. All right. Alright. Back. Alright, let's see if we can embarrass fish some more here. Okay. So just need to restock a few things here. So Mjolnir is a little low. I did the repair quote, right? Yeah, okay, we're good. So let's go. Mjolnir. That's the other thing. You do have to stock up a couple different missiles. We are still good on Inferno. I think Inferno we're mostly good for. We'll have to double check. Benthic?
Hello, adventurer. And
maybe Deep Launcher. Deathstone Death. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let me double check, see if I had missed any other ones there, which is entirely possible. Nope, that's the only one. Perfect. Okay, and Cat Boosters and Nova. So Nova Fury, I want at least 2,500 total. If I throw in 2,000, that'll be well over that. 400 of these guys. Not 400. 12. A gap of 6 should be good. Okay, you got the chaotic filaments. You're going to need some Nova Fury. Again, probably about 2,000. Now, what I messed up last time... actually, I'm going to grab a couple more chaotic darts. Let's grab 2. I don't think I'll get through 6, so that should be enough. Drop the raging darks off. Don't need those. And the 400s, I am fully stocking up on you. Getting a little low on the 400s on this guy and here, but that's fine. Still got more on the Orca, plus my other characters. It's just going to be time to make a 400 run. So. Alright, 8 things, that things. This time I'm going to do this properly. We're going to consume the blues, okay? This guy is good. This guy is explosion velocity penalty. I'm okay with that one. It's not my favorite. It makes frigates harder to hit, but these guys have bonuses for hitting, so I'm less concerned about it. And let's undock this character as well, who has more filaments and 112 cap boosters. Okay, we're going to throw sharpshooting back on. And we're going to warp fleet here and turn those on you. And let's pop over here, Bernard. And this is your last chance to join the hourly. Hashtag hourly. Get in on that draw. There's not a lot of people in it yet. Once I land, I'm going to close it up. Oh yeah, I can pop the rest of my boosters now too. Because I made sure that one was good. Okay, warp is over. Do that. Let's go over here. We are going to close this draw. Announce the draw is closed. Announce the winner. Fish Sticks, congratulations on your 50 million S. Copy that. IGS paste. Not registered in IGN. What's your in-game name, Fish Sticks? You're not sending me ISK, I'm sending you ISK. In-game and Eve, yes. That's the nice thing about Eve being one shard, is that I can send ISK to literally anyone on the server. Big Boss Snake. So, Fish Sticks, if you type !IGN, so I'm going to do it for myself, and you put !IGN and Big Boss Snake, then that will make it super easy for me to send you ISK from now on. And also anyone else in here. So, like, not in here, but you know what I mean. Any other streamers that use that bot. 50 million cent. Alright, and activate for fleet. There you go. I think that worked fine. Looks like it probably did. You didn't need the exclamation marks for it, but that's alright. Alright, so this is Charybdis. We are now in tier 5s instead of tier 4s. So they should be slightly harder. We've got 4 null charge here. Those have to die first. We're not so concerned about the null warp. But we are also trying to keep this guy out of range of us. So but again, that's the neat thing about darks, is you can fly away and Charybdis chases you. In any of the other elements, Charybdis has a 70-kilometer range, and you tend to have to chase after Charybdis and not the other way around. So darks are... I'm in 40 kilometers and I don't want to be. Minus 70, so we're likely fine. They can get some really good hits pretty far back, though. Am I not flying away? Okay, well, no, we should be fine. 39, 35, 41. Okay, we're getting there. we're going to have to go this way now. Okay, all the newts are dead. Now we can start working on Charybdis. You are most welcome. That's the nice thing about E being one big shard and CCP letting us do giveaways, is that we don't have to screw around with like different servers or anything like that. You are on our server. Everybody's on the same server. Don't fly out of the edge. Okay, so I'm a little closer than I like to be. I'm going to turn on navigation here. This is going to give me a bit of a speed boost, and I should hopefully get some distance on Charybdis. As long as I'm not flying towards Charybdis, it should be fine. But we're also within 32 kilometers, so I can actually hit Charybdis at the lower damage, but get more speed too. But you also don't want to be flying directly towards or directly away from Charybdis. Looks like we're getting away again. Swap you over. Once you hit another kilometer or two, there we go. And now we're at 36, so we got another 6 to 8k distance on Charybdis. So less likely to hit us, but that's something to be aware of. If you take a hit and you survive it, you want to switch to defensive pretty quickly. And with damage controls, you might survive a hit, but if you switch to 3 ballistic controls, you will not. Charybdis is shield tank, so that's about to go down real quick. And once Charybdis is dead, we want to start heading right to this. So again, this time, I don't have that negative cap. So that's not a concern. We should be able to turn this way now. So no popping cap boosters every 3 seconds for me. If I get a little bit of newts or I get a little bit of other things, then I might have to, but it's supposed to be cap stable, although it's not really seeming like it right this goddamn second. But why are you going down cap and you're fine? Let's turn that off for a minute. 1085. 1085. I will let that regen for a minute while we're heading towards the killing off the last guys here. Got lots of cap boosters. Actually, I can even hit one. That's not a problem. So these guys do prioritize newts a little bit more than hawks do, but you still have to be careful of webs and newts in a lot of cases. And for anyone coming in who has not seen me run Abyss, I am so sorry. I make Jackdaws look even easier and more effortless than hawks, and that is terrifying. And there's nothing I can do about it. It's how I play these. He's going to approach the gate, and this guy's going to grab the 30 million and then go for the gate. What do the rooms cost me in this again? So rooms in tier 4, they're like 700,000 to no, actually it might not even be that much. How much are Raging Darks right now? So it's this times 2 divided by 3. So yeah, like 700,000 or so. For these, it's definitely a bit more expensive. It's probably about the 9 million range. And for Caddis, well, that's a different story, but that's beside the point. This is all of fealties, which you don't usually see a whole lot of. Usually you see a Charybdis in there or something. There's no newts and no webs, which is even more confusing. But there's a lot of confusers. So we're going to go for the confusers first because they make it so that our things don't hit as well. And that's about it. Not licking frogs. Now these guys have good alpha damage and high output. However, technically they're less DPS than Hawks against these guys. Just for the fact that they're less raw DPS. And these guys are Omni tank. So they don't care that these guys have Nova missiles. Like some rooms do. So some rooms are faster than Hawks. Some rooms are slower than Hawks. But there are no newts. What newts do you see? Unless I missed newts. No, I didn't. There's Confusers, Illuminators, Lancers, Obfuscators. None of those guys are newts. Dissipators. Dissipators are newts. You absolutely do not ignore the newts in this. You kill the newts first. There's just no newts. No newts, no webs. Confusers are the next target. And even Confusers aren't a great target because why is my cap garbage? This is supposed to be cap stable. There's no red clouds, there's no newts. Something is weird. I don't know what it is. Oh. It's cap stable with this on. 4 minutes without. Why are you cap stable? You guys are the same fit. Do you have an implant on that you don't? No. No, obfuscators are dampening. They reduce your range, but these guys are in sharpshooter have bonuses against dampeners and weapon disruptors. So they reduce your range, but your range is stupid. Like, let's go fitting. Targeting range is 116 kilometers. My missiles shoot half that distance, and that's with a dampener on. Okay, dampener is off. It went up to 137. Open that for 21 million. You are not inspiring ISK in me. More curious, what skill is making it that this guy is running out of cap and the other isn't? Because this guy is supposed to have all of the cap skills that matter for this. Yeah. Like, this guy is stinking cap stable at 64%. They're running the same frickin' shield booster. That's repair bonus, not speed. Oh shit, we're right beside a short range. We don't want to be there. What are we doing? Oh god, there's two short ranges on either side of us. So if I wasn't doing damage, that would be why. Nope. Sensor dampening. If you mouse over it, it tells you exactly what it is. And these are sensor dampers. They have symbols because they have ECM, because it's a form of ECM, which is a lot of forms of ECM. But that one specifically is not effective against these guys. not gonna lie, it is driving me nuts why this guy has 2/3 cap and this guy runs out. Oh, Leshek, Starving, Tangling. It's not the small one, is it? B-type medium, no. We're gonna go down. I don't know how good or bad of an idea this is, but we're gonna try it. So this one I'm going to be ready to change to sharpshooter mode if I need to, because that tracking tower could cause an issue. But if we can get into range of those guys, then we can get under their guns as well. And if we're under their guns, then we don't have to worry so much about it. Okay, newts are dead. That's actually probably the biggest threat. Not a problem. So, again, this is one where we're hitting into a hole. So we're doing a lot more damage than what Hawks would. And that means that these guys die faster. I know, right? So, what's funny is, and I cannot explain this to you. I have zero idea why. The Blast Lance, or the Lances, why thank you, Poisonous. Poisonous, you've seen this hat how many times? The Lances, or sorry, the Strike Needles, the Strikes, they seem, now I don't have proof for this. This is just how it feels to me. Ooh, 85. 1 second here. Sorry, I got distracted. 85 million. By Yisk. For some reason, I cannot tell you why. There are 6 DPS needles in here. If I had 6 DPS needles in Needle Room, they would be doing a fair bit of damage to me. 6 DPS needles in this room does almost no damage to me. I don't know why. I don't know if it's the support from the other ones make a bigger difference. Maybe it's because there's no illuminators at all. But I feel like they should do some damage to me. But unless it's specifically a frigate-only room, they don't seem to do damage. And I cannot give you a proper reason why. I don't know if they're technically a different ship. Maybe they're a drone. Maybe they're... But that's how it works. Activate gate. And 14.5 minutes. So 106. 136 million in 14.5 minutes. Going to the second. So we're probably looking at 4 at this rate. Now, I did bring a little bit of extra, but we'll see what happens. So any chaotic dark at the end don't count to my total, just so you're aware. In the Orca, so these guys here. Now, there is a solid chance that these may die in Tier 6. I have also made back 80% of their value already. Starving, and then I like to kill the Harrowing after that. Let's fly this way. These guys chase me, regroup. This guy goes on, and we kill the Starving. So again, the big difference is these guys do a lot more damage to the little guys than what you would find the Hawks doing. So they die pretty quickly. And being able to take out the... Actually, you know what? Let's do this kind of proper. Let's kill the Tangling next. Newt's dead. Then Webs. Then we can kind of speed around a little bit. The more speed you have, the less damage you take. There are 3 Vedmax here, so we should be aware of that, right? Now, keep in mind, that and that. We should be fine at this point here. we have shrunk our size fairly significantly. We do have to watch for them to switch targets, because this guy is in not shooting mode apparently, is in sharpshooter mode still. So if they all switch to him, he's going to start taking damage. But we'll see them switch to yellow there, and we'll be aware of that. The Damavix, they don't really do any damage we care about, so we just have to watch these guys. These guys are now ramped up. It would be nice if that guy died. So they are even getting through a little bit more damage, as they sometimes will on Hawks as well. So just be aware of that. It does help if you're shooting the right one still. They have not switched yet. And this is where switching the different modes makes a difference, right? If these guys are staying on him, he stays in defensive, he stays in sharpshooter. If they switch, this guy can go to sharpshooter, that guy can go to defensive. Oh, they sure are. So not specifically harrowing, but any Vedmax are. Starving are as well. They work differently. Ooh, see, they switched and I wasn't paying attention. They work differently though. So the harrowing tend to focus switch, where the starving won't all switch at the same time. It's a weird mechanic, but it's the way it is, and it's just something to be aware of, kind of thing. So if you have 5 harrowing, you have to be paying somewhat close attention. Because if they're all shooting the same guy and then they switch and you're not paying attention, like I kind of wasn't for a second there, but I caught it with more than enough time. He still had half a shield. Then you're fine. But if you don't catch it, you're going to be in trouble. Now, there are now 2 harrowing left. There are no webs. I'm going to switch him to sharpshooter mode and just keep an eye on him. But that's going to increase his DPS. Something is different here. What is different between these two? Is it rigs? It's rigs. This guy has another bay loading accelerator, where my other guy has another cap rig. So the cap rig makes him cap stable. But less damage. That's where it is, which isn't a bad move either. Like you don't need to. You can have that cap stability, and 600 DPS is more than enough for even tier 5s. Tier 6s you might want to be a little more careful in, which I'm still going to go into, but it's beside the point, guys. $28 million. So 6 minutes and 40 seconds is usually what we're aiming for time to do a room. These rooms should be fine, but obviously we'll keep an eye and see how we do. There are definitely DPS upgrades you can do. You can have better 5% implants. You can have... Actually, I think I usually throw cap rigs on some of these guys as well. So I don't need the CPU one, so I'll throw the 3% caps. There's 2 of them, one that increases cap recharge rate and one that increases max cap. So there's still a bunch of modifications you can do for these, and it's however you want to run them. My way is not the only way of running them. My way is just that good way of being like, hey, I've seen this dude do this, so I know it's possible. Doesn't mean it's possible for me to do it, but it means it is possible to do it. Okay, so that one took 5.5 minutes, so we're still up on time. This one's going to be a quick one. This is a mix of Blast and Ember. We're going to go this way, regroup, kill the Blast Lance first on you, and the Spark Lance first on you. So this one you have a choice. Normally, oh no you don't, never mind, there's 4 Snare Casters. So, I would have to look up the specific stats on another page. However, snarecasters have a... it doesn't give you the full attributes of them. Snarecasters have a small signature radius. Now, if you're not super familiar with Eve, you're a little bit of a newer player. What that means is it's like hitting a target that's this big instead of a target that's this big. You might only hit it half the time you would hit a different target. So you need to be aware of that if you're going to try to kill the snarecasters before you kill the DPS. Now, I'm not saying you can't do it. It's your damn choice. You do whatever you want. Fly how you do. I find killing the DPS makes there's no DPS to kill you. And that works for me. You run it however you want to. Because you have the big boy pants that pay the S for your ship. So. Okay, so you're going to kill the Ember Lance next. You're going to target the Strike Lance up. You're getting rid of the Plate Forgers, so we don't have anything to worry about that way. We're approaching the biocache to go grab loot so we can start heading towards the next room. So now there are 3 Strike Lance left and we are easily shield stable. We don't have to worry about it. So we can kill whatever we want, free shoot targets. These guys had some remote reps. You just have to worry about killing those when you have a chance. But the other neat thing about these guys is because they have such a high alpha, by the time they get a couple reps on, the second set of missiles has killed them already anyway. You could probably, if you wanted to, split the missiles up to 3 and 2. I wouldn't, but I mean, I'm sure someone might be able to make a case for it. Okay, so snarecasters. Let's see how this works. 1 hit brought it to 40% shield. 2 hits brought it to 20% armor. 10 million there. 3 hits brought it to that. 4 hits dead. Strike Lance. Well, that was a shitty hit. $311. They also do micro warp drive and shit at times, so this is taking 4. But generally, to me, it seems like the snarecasters take more hits more often. Use that however you will. Like, probably find the page. Snarecaster Teslas have signature radius of 18 meters. Strike needle. So 18 meters. Strike needle is actually smaller? What? I don't believe you. Anyway, I might be wrong. I'll call my own bullshit on that one. I don't call my own bullshit on if you kill newts, then, or kill DPS, then you have less DPS to worry about. Alright, Deep Watchers. Deep Watchers are Omni all around, so you can just smush away at them. 2, 3. We're going to go kill that. Keep flying in that direction. Let's kill the Fire Watcher and Warden first. You're shooting the Fire Watcher, you can shoot the Warden. So this is another one of those rooms where, because they are Omni tanks, you don't chew through them faster than Hawks do. Hawks are faster at this room. So just something to be aware of. If you exclusively fly Jacks, you're kind of not going to care, but 19. Ooh, that was a bad set of rooms. 38, 48, 57 million. That one should be at least 100 million, realistically. For anyone just coming in, there is a Dragon Sword draw going on. Please go enter that draw. There we go. And as always, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. This one, oh, shit, start shooting. Why are you not shooting? This guy is not shooting. So, even though this wasn't as much as I want to, 590, it still brings us close to having this fleet paid off so that when I go loose in tier 6s, we're not going to be sad. Should probably be in about half an hour. Oh man, angel rooms in tier 6s with these guys, those are dangerous. So keep in mind, I would probably make a few minor modifications for tier 6s that I'm not going to do tonight. So for example, something you can do if you want a little bit more protection for these guys is you can get mid-grade crystals. Now, some people will be like, I'm going to grab all of these, which is 50, 120, 240, 260. That's actually still a decent price, about 500 million. So that's fluctuated a bit over time, but it's largely stayed fairly close to the same. But you don't need to get all of those. You can get the 20, 50, skip, 90. So you can spend 90 million, and that still gives you a 3% boost amount, which boosts the rest of them as well. A 2% boost amount, so that's 5. And a 1% boost amount, so that's 6, probably like 6.6 or something like that. And, or whatever it works out to be. But that makes 6% is pretty big. I pay for boosters that give me that, less than that, on an hourly basis. So if you can run a few and make it worth it, absolutely worth it to get a few crystals. It's worth it to spend 100 million now, if you want to, and you're all right with it and whatnot. But you don't have to. It's not a requirement by any stretch. But once you start hitting tier 6s and even some tier 5 rooms, that can come in a lot of handy, and that extra little bit can make a huge difference. Of course, like I was saying as well, I just got so much time to use this room. There's a 603. I believe it's this one. Yeah, reduction in capacitor time. And I think it's the other one is 703. No. It's not a 9 or 10, I know that. There we go. Bonus 2 ships capacitor, which if you make your capacitor bigger, the same way as you do with batteries, you get more recharge out of it. So you can grab those two, and those will increase your cap. I think they cost, I didn't double check there, but I believe they're about 20 million a piece. 18 and 18, so yeah, so 35 million, 36 million and around there. 5 minutes left to this one. Now, another bonus these guys have that we don't talk about all that much is per skill level a reduction, 5% reduction in module heat damage taken. So these guys take less damage overheating their modules than what another ship would. Now I should almost try to throw in like a shitty little remote rep thing or something in the middle there so that it can do more of that, but I don't bother because I'm lazy. That doesn't mean you can't. How much space did I have on that Fed? No, not that much. Hey Godspeed, how's it going? Okay, so we're looking at 16 minutes and a few seconds here. Again, I'm kind of on the road to getting forward on this hour, which is perfectly fine. For tier 5s, that's alright. Oh, that was a crappy run as far as loot goes. I would expect normally like about 100 million, I think it is, and I got... Did I not? Oh, dear God. Okay, let's try that again. You, 5, 6, 7, 56 million. I'm like, did I get less than 56 million? What's going on here? No, we're good. However, it costs me 31 million to go in, so this made less than it cost to go in. Activate fleet, right? However, we're also close to having these guys paid off, so it's really not that bad. Let's see what we get. Here we go. This is one we're looking for. 1, 2, 3. Overheat this thing. We have a tracking tower down here. It's a short range. We're not in range of it. And a blue cloud down here that we're also just out of range of, which I'm very, very goddamn thankful for. And we're going to go there. We're going to kill the Cinnabal first. Now, you're going to want to switch to defensive mode fairly quickly in this. I did not reload, you guys. Okay, well, that's fine. I've got more. But you don't have to do it right away. Now I do. Now, these guys are shield tanked and something shield. No, it's just their armor that they have less explosive on, really, I think. They're fairly on... No, that's still the lowest at 60. So, yeah, we're still hitting the right damage type to kill them. I did not do that, and I really need to. Okay, we're fine. Everything's fine. Okay, once this one's dead, we're going to switch to sharpshooter mode on this guy to kill the last one. Right now, they are both defensive. This guy is now sharpshooter, and that guy's defensive because he's the one being shot at. Should overheat that, actually, and turn this overheat off. And that is a tier 5 angel room. This guy is still taking a fair bit of shield damage. He's down to 190 meters per second. However, I am not overheating his shield booster yet. I'm only overheating his shield hardener. So I do have some more overheat possible. Not required. Okay, that's dead there. Now we can work on everything else. Which also means that I can turn off this guy's overheat, switch him back to DPS, and finish up the room. I really hope Fish was here to see this one, because I'm pretty sure that's one that strikes fear into his heart every time he sees it. Or every time she sees it. I mean, whichever. Doesn't matter. Okay, there's that. Let's grab the Dramiels here. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at these guys. 50, 15, 54. Yep. So even with a bunch of frigates, you do have to be careful of your shield. But it's less likely you're going to run into any issues. You get back to that point where you don't have to be proactive about your shield. You can be reactive with your shield, and switching to defensive mode. It's more just to be aware of it, kind of thing. Short range deviant has potential to interfere with our missiles. Have they fixed missile effects yet? So the reason why you don't see this thing shitting out bits is because this guy has missile effects turned off, because missiles had that annoying glare thing when you would shoot them. And I'm like, that has got to go. I'm not putting up with that. Okay, you can approach there, shoot Dramiel. 34 million, that's not terrible. Shoot that. That's actually extremely average. Okay, so that's what we have to do. So you're approaching the gate. Let's go over here. This is why you have so many. Jettison that, yes. Open that, loot, and there we go. We are stocked back up on cap boosters. Alright, off to room 2. We are less than 5 minutes in. We're doing alright. I did not reload. That's alright. Emberlance, we are near that. And that's over there. We are going to go over towards this tower. Use that to our advantage. We're going to kill the Blast Lance first. The Spark Lance next. Ember Lance after that. And Strike Lance after that. So, the beautiful thing about these guys is they have such a high targeting range that they can target almost across the entire abyss before damps. So even if there are a little bit of damps, you don't have to worry about being able to target things. That's not how Hawks work, but it is how these guys work. This guy's going to target the Plate Forgers. The worst of the lances are dead. We're going to approach the biocache, which is in range of this tower, if I'm correct. Plate Forges are targeted, so you can get that other Ember Lance and the Fogcasters. $38. And this is, of course, a nice quick room. This room and the Leshik room are fast rooms. Okay, going to the last room with almost 13 minutes left. Cryptus room, sitting next to a short-range deviant. Lots of blue clouds over there. Let's stay the hell away from that. Let's go this way. I'm going to take out these null charges first. Regroup. Null charges here. And then Cryptus will be after that. The null warps and the lancers we don't care about till later. And we're just going to mark these up right quick because clearly we're already shooting the same one and we don't need to be. And we're 50 kilometers away from Cryptus, which is what I like. 2 and 3. Okay, so if I get through my 4th run, there is a fair chance that I can lose these in tier 6s, just so you're aware. Fair chance I might survive too, but these aren't fully built for tier 6s. These are more built for the tier 5 range. They can absolutely slaughter tier 4s. And just for future reference, if I haven't mentioned it to you before, I've been mentioning it a little bit more lately. Tier 4 raging filaments are the best. You should run Tier 4 filaments, make a lot of easy ISK. Ensure you sell your other filaments and loot to maximize your profits. I run Tier 4s, you should be like me and run Tier 4s. So keep that in mind, and make sure you sell all of your other filaments, especially Cataclysmic Darks, to other people to run. Because Tier 4s is really the sweet spot of all of this. Tier 4s make you so much ISK. The first hour I was doing this, with 2 characters and Jackdaws, was 391 million with a 660 million ISK fleet. Like, there's not a lot of things you can do that with. If you're going to try doing a lot of mission running to make ISK, that's going to cost you a couple billion just for the Marauder to start. Like, for you to be more effective at it. And if you're running burners, each burner ship is still more expensive than each of these Jackdaws. For the most part. Maybe not all of them, but... Please ignore scary red boundary. Okay, we're a little closer to Charybdis than I like. Who is Charybdis? Charybdis is shooting this guy. So I just have to be a little bit careful. I really need to stay out of those blue clouds. Okay, you're a deviant, which is not great, but not terrible either. And we want to keep transversal on this. But we're getting into the range where Charybdis has a chance of hitting me, which I don't like, especially with minus 50. And Jackdaws are a little more susceptible to it because my attributes signature radius is 76 meters right now, so a little bigger. He's dead. Now we don't care, and we can just kill everything else on our way out. Now we're just grabbing loot and heading out. With plenty of time left, we still have 13 minutes on boosters there. 12 is ideal for me, but I could do it with 10 anyway. I have spare boosters if required. I'm going to punt this guy along that way a little bit. This guy's going to keep shooting what he's shooting. So for this guy, I made him go faster, so now he's 1,300 meters per second, where this guy is still 950. And that does make a difference. However, this guy is now more DPS. This guy's DPS dropped from 330 to 250. Okay, this guy's going to work on this one. We're going to kill this and then go to the gate. 77 on that one, which is beautiful. So what's that? That's 72 and 77, 149 million. In 12.5 minutes. Going to the fourth. So these 2 ships are now paid off. Anything now is profit. Okay, this time we're going to be a little smarter and grab those cap boosters that I was talking about. 12 of them. And this guy gave you some, so he's going to grab some cap boosters. And you need the 2 chaotic darks. So because they're destroyers, they use 2 filaments at a time. Frigates use 3, cruisers use 1. And we've got about 11 minutes left, so not too bad. Tezros. Tezros is an easy one. I do believe... Do I want EM on this? No, it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Doesn't matter. So we're going to start flying. Snarecaster. Would like to kill those field weavers. Where are you guys in relation to all this? I don't like that speed cloud. Okay, we're going to stop with the Snarecasters and just go for the Ember Grips. Ooh, Sniper Chris with a rate of 12. Thank you, friend. Okay, that guy's dead. Actually, you're going to kill those field weavers yet. Shout out. Sniper. Hi, how was your stream, buddy? Hope you had a wonderful day. What were you running? What were you running? So I'm doing Jackdaws. I haven't done Jackdaws in a while. Also, hashtag Horde to get into that draw. I'll be doing it hourly shortly as well. I am Local the Nub. I run the Abyss. If you weren't aware, you probably are. And yeah, so welcome everyone. Don't worry, I'm sure I probably haven't told Sniper what I do ever. Maybe once or twice. So I switched over to Jackdaws. It's been a little bit since I've run these. I had a request to run them. I am so very sorry. Even if I do end up dying in here for whatever reason, it's still going to look like I shouldn't have because I'm just going to be so relaxed doing it because this is one of the things that I've done and I've just gotten so used to. But yeah, so I'm going to make these look way too easy. It's going to be way too much ISK. I've already made more than my fleet's worth, which is 660 million. And, yeah. Level 1 security missions for the track, eh? Is that a specific thing on the track that I haven't even bothered to open yet? Or were you just upping one of your security statuses? Also, we didn't get to the staging room at all either. Okay, oh, actually, this guy's 13 kilometers away. I don't like that. But that's still far enough away that I'm not concerned. Of course, he's the... Oh, shoot, he's within range of you, though. Might want to kill him. I'm not sure yet. $14 million there. Gonna laugh if this T5 makes me less than the T4s I ran earlier. It's a medium deviant, so we're not worried about that. He is still in range of my other dude. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, all those guys are dead. We're good to go to the transfer conduit. Reload missiles, go to the next room. I got a tier 5 angel room, and we started off tier 4s to show how it is. Went into tier 5s, which looks like they're going to make less this hour than tier 4s did, maybe. It's not going to be close enough that unless I get a big drop that you would want to run tier 5s, needless to say. And then we're going to go into tier 6s because I'm insane. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, it's this one. I hate this room. That's perfect. Alright, let's orbit this at 25. Regroup. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Shoot 1. Make sure we regroup again, just in case. Alright, so the reason we're going around this deviant here is it will do damage to these spark needles. And because the spark needles take damage, then... Oh, this is just a Damvik room with a couple heroin. And then because they're going to... The spark needles are going to take damage from this, there's going to be less remote reps, which means that these guys get less remote reps, which means they die quicker. Now, it's not significantly quicker in any kind of way, but it does mean that the frigates are going to have damage on them at the end, and that they'll be quicker to kill. They'll have armor, and they're not armor tanks. Fish, I think you might have missed the angel room I had not long ago. Night, Nightcracker. You have a wonderful evening. Thank you for joining. Oh, perfect. I was hoping you did. Because that's one of the primary ones that you would want to see of this, right? Alright, so we are starting to take a little bit more damage because these guys are ramping up. This guy is not currently in range, though. This is supposed to be a 70? Yeah. So he didn't have DPS happening, still doesn't, which means that now we can take him out, and then all the DPS in the room is gone. So the harrowing are usually after the little newts and webs. Or sorry, no, that's wrong. That's wrong. So I'll get the little newts, the big newts, and then the little webs. So these guys affect your missiles, but the mediums don't. So what these ones end up doing is they do damage to drones. So let's see specifically what it is. It'll target all drones, missiles, and rogue drone frigates within its field of fire. So if you have drones out, it'll do damage to drones. You're a Jackdaw, you don't have drones. If you have missiles out, it will do damage to missiles. However, the mediums do not do enough damage to missiles to stop your missiles from hitting things. The short range ones do. So this thing that's way the hell over here that I'm staying away from, that will destroy my missiles. However, the one that I'm near will destroy these little frigates here. So if we look at these guys, they're all damaged to armor. And then some. Because this tower is constantly doing damage to them. Now, because the rest of these guys do remote reps, the Damavics, that means that instead of repping each other when I hit them, they're focused on repping the frigates. So I can kill them a little bit quicker. You can do so now. If there were two mediums, it would actually probably kill these frigates well ahead of time. But then that gives them less things to rep. So technically, you might not get as much damage through, but you're generally not worried about that. Now, this is another one that I'll sometimes just go fly out of the edge and let them die, but I didn't need to for this one because I have the medium deviant. Okay, we still have 3.5 minutes left on boosters, which is plenty. Yeah, I've learned one or two tricks running these over the years. Needless to say. 41. What unstable was that? Mining laser, okay. Okay, so we have 2.5 minutes left. A little less on the blue pill, just so I'm aware of it. We've got a Leshik room. This guy's in already. So starving, renewing, blinding. But we're not concerned, and this is a nice quick room. These guys will die quick. Why, thank you, No Fear. You have yourself a wonderful evening. I shall see you another time. Fly fun, lose ships. Enjoy the rest of your evening, my friend. That guy, that guy. You are not following him, and you need to be. Let's shoot that, and pop that on. I must have gotten one of the nukes, or I just wasn't paying attention. Sniper, you've seen me run these before, haven't you? I'm kind of assuming you have, but I could be wrong on that. sure you've been here a few times, though. Although you haven't seen Jackdaws. This is the first time in a while I've run them. When did I make this one? I love that this is cap stable and that even though it's like 30 less DPS, like, I feel like the cap stability is almost worth it. Yeah, we're going to see Jackson tier 6s soon, and I don't think you've seen that run. Yeah, so for these guys, it's definitely a little more important to do the fly past kind of thing instead of like stopping and turning. 54 million. So that's pretty average there. 95, 105, 109. Okay, let's go over here. Activate gate. Activate gate. Dock you up. Okay. Oh, time is 12 minutes. Okay, so let's dock you. Dock you. And what's that work out to here? 136. Crappy little 57. 149 made up for 57 and 109. So in an hour of tier 5s, 451 mil in 1 hour. 2 hour running total is what? 842. Now the problem is I in no way made more risk the second hour than I did the first. Because the first hour I used 10 filaments for 10 million minus 10 mil filaments, 381 profit. In this hour, minus 8 filaments, but chaotic dark are worth 16 apiece. So 8 times 16 is 128 minus 451 is 323 million. And after the cost of filaments, I made more running tier 4s than I did tier 5s. And we're going to go third hour, tier 6 jacks. First, we'll see how that goes. So be aware that T4 raging filaments are the best. You should run T4 filaments and make a lot of easy ISK. Ensure you sell your other filaments and loot to maximize your profits. I run tier 4s, you should be like me and run tier 4s. Yonanth, thank you for the raid. How was your stream? What did you run tonight?
Target the Reavers. Target the Reavers. Target everyone. Somebody.
Jonathan. That's what it was. That reminds me of, what you call it? Dungeons and Dragons. Strange, I'm not seeing anything from you for like 7 months. Do you not keep VODs anymore? Ah, gotcha. I'll drop you a follow and I'll keep an eye out. Alright, I will be back in a minute. I have to go and take a quick break. So let's go giveaways, create giveaway, hashtag hourly create, and do that. I will be back in a few minutes. I'm going to leave you with a quick, no, I can't leave you with a quick ad break. I'm going to leave you with not a quick ad break. Please enter the hashtag hourly and hashtag horde draws, and I will be back in a few minutes. And then I'm going to start running some tier 6s, and we will see if I survive that or not. That should be fun, because those are not always survivable for me. I'm not upgrading them. I could, but I'm not gonna.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you for following Logan.
Welcome home, Columbia. Beautiful, beautiful. Discovery 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions. Liftoff of mission 41B, the first flight of the orbiter Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower. Discovery Houston, press to ATO. I have to be in orbit. Beautiful, beautiful.
Don't mind me grabbing a blanket for my bed. God damn it. Legs are cold. Alright. Definitely overheated a bit on that. That is Shred Matrix. How's it going, buddy? Alright. Let's go. Repair quote. Repair quote. Got some restocking and repairs and whatnot to do. We're going to go into tier 6s now, so we're going into the harder stuff. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 108 million over to, yeah, that's about right. Here. Accept. You're going to keep that. You can throw all this stuff in here. Stack that. And we're going to grab 6 of these. Okay. So Nova Fury I used a fair bit. Throw 2,500 over to here. That's good on cap boosters and everything else. I've got no issues with that there. This guy, 2,000 Nova Fury. I just restocked some cap boosters, so that's why they're both alright on that. Did I mess up? Oh, I've got too many cap boosters. Alright, let's drop 5 of those off. There we go, 2,000. Okay, now you've got plenty of that. You're going to grab 2 Kata. We're going to start running some tier 6s. So, we started off tier 4s. We ran 5 in an hour. We did tier 5s. We ran 4 in an hour. Now we're going to go into tier 6s and see if we can get 3 or 4 of those done. Obviously, if I don't get 3 done, probably blowing up. But that's alright. These ships are now paid for. As you can see, I got 381 million profit there and 323 million profit there, so I'm not worried about that. So, I mean, you should be able to load up more than enough that it doesn't matter. Ideally, you want at least 12, but I usually leave 6 space empty for loot, so about 75 for meters cubed for loot, so 22 is easily enough to throw in there. Okay, so you've got that and cap boosters. You guys can undock. Which gives you... I just moved this like I'm talking into it, but I'm not. I'm talking into this one here. Anyway. But yeah, so that gives you lots of extras. You shouldn't... The only way you should ever run out is if you actually forget to stock up. That should be the... Oh, I did not do that. 1 sec. Stop. Stop. Let's find Fat Guy Warps off. We're not worried about him. We're going to consume the blue pill first, just to make sure we don't get negative cap or negative shield. Look at that guy. Yeah, I think he's docking up. How about you? Also negative cap. So we're going to dock both these guys up. I believe I have that here. Let's see. It has been a while since I have checked. In Transstellar, is that right? Yes. Okay, so we're good. So, let me make sure you can see this. So, it still might not be able to. No, let me move me further down. So here, I have negative shield, negative turret, and negative cap. Now, the turrets, I'm not running turrets, so I don't really care. But I'm about to go into tier 6. You should not go into tier 6 with this booster. You shouldn't go into tier 5 with that booster. Now, I'm a terrible person. Sometimes I'll do this. 1 second here. Not this one. But if you get that, what you want to do is you want to jump. If there's a fee, pay the fee. Now, you should be able to do this from a player station and not have to worry about that fee. I don't usually bother doing it, so I'm just paying the fee to get it done. Also, I'm not going to lie, 900,000, it's worth doing. And then we jump back into the clone and pay another 900,000. Now, after that, we have to dig up our ship again, which I named yours Alpha Jack specifically. And which one? Oh, No, that's a Jaguar. It's that one. And that cleared the booster, so now we don't have a negative. So we're just going to grab another blue. And another blue. You can even just throw a few more blue in if you want. It's not like blue are all that expensive. So I'll throw 2 blue there, and I'm going to grab 1 more blue here. Just in case I need to again, probably not. And again, you pop your blue first. You take a look. Shield cap penalty. You should not go in with that. But that's how you clear that out if you need to. So we're going to undock these guys. It's turned on. Good job, me. I mean, you're not... So, that is true. But you don't have to keep all of your... You just need a blank clone in the player station. Being watched and ganked, you're definitely being paranoid, because if you're in high sec, then that could be any NPC station as well. So it shouldn't be a huge deal for that either way kind of thing. I'm going to try to leave that visible so you can see my timer at least. Because just being able to see the timer circle, you can usually judge where it's at. Okay, so we're going to go here, and we're going to pop the rest of these because I'm alright with that. It should not be, but I am. And just so that you can see and confirm, that is a Cataclysmic Dark. This is tier 6. This is the highest tier. Tier 6. Evil. I'm going in. Now, I've not set these up to have extra success. There are things that can kill them. We do need to be aware of that. Don't want to use that tower yet. Fortunately, these blast lances are pretty far away, and they're going to have to fly into me. But there is quite a few of them. Oh man, there's a lot of them. Okay, there are 2 snare casters. They're starting to catch up. Oh, there are still a lot of these guys. We're switching over to defensive early. No, you did not do that. Meant to overheat that. I switched to defensive mode. Defensive mode makes all the difference. Why is that not hitting? There must be that short range even in between us. Too close to this. Turn off, turn off. Also, just a reminder, the overheat on these guys is extremely effective. As in, you take less heat damage, so you can overheat for longer. I told you, I make this look easy. I can't say specifically why. I'm going to leave that for another moment. I'm not convinced I should switch over to DPS mode on this guy yet. It's great having this room first, though. That's still 7 of them now. Okay, now we should. We'll see how it goes. I've got like 10 seconds? However many seconds before I can switch back. Yeah, we're fine. Bunch of guys just swapped to this guy. However, most of the DPS is dead. Oh no, I killed the blast lance first. I have not targeted the webs. The webs are right here. I flew away, and I killed the blast lance. I almost always kill DPS first in this room. This is the only room that I'll usually do it first, but I try to kill DPS first in this room. Now, I'm going to focus the snare casters before some of the other ones, mostly because I'm trying to get to that cache and they're slowing me down. And why is that not making more noise?
Target the reapers. Target everyone. Somewhere.
Oh, no, I hear it. I just don't have my volume up. That would be why. Alright, Nth Dimensional, thank you for the raid. I super appreciate it. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I have swapped it up to Jackdaws. I haven't flown Jackdaws in a while. Shout out at Nth. There you go, friend. What were you up to tonight? Were you making rigs? You were making rigs, weren't you? Okay, target that, and these guys. So, if I'm a little more aggressive than normal, I kind of apologize a little bit. I started dieting, and not eating makes me angry. Eating makes me very happy. However, unfortunately, it also makes me pretty fat, too. So I need to tone down the eating part, increase the working out part, and that makes me angry in general. So there's just unfortunately no way around it. It just is what it is. Let's open this thing. 56 million there. Now these rooms are costing me about 60, 20, about 20 million a piece to run. So 56 million is still kind of shit for these. Go through there, go through there. We are 5.5 minutes in. That unfortunately wasn't as quick as I would have liked it to have been, but we still made time on it, so we're fine there. This one hopefully will make us some time. We're going to coast in first. Then we're going to kill the tangling, and then we'll work on the blinding and the rest of them. That's a short range, eh? Interesting. That might cause me some problems. We'll be finding out in a hot second here. Let's go. Because if I have to get into a range of that many tangling, it could be an issue. 3AB blinding. Are we hitting? Yes, we are. So, normally I focus these guys down. The tanglings have such a small structure that they die really quickly. And these guys have a good alpha as well. And they're hitting into the weak spot of their armor. And, not structure. I think their structure is uniform, yeah. But any armor they get back, these guys are hitting into the weak spot of it. So, they tend to not live very long. So we are going to start heading towards the biocache there. We've got 2 electrics left. And we're just going to finish these guys up right quick and we should be fine. Orbit 500. Shoot that guy. Some of these, I think, took damage from the towers as well, so they might not have... Yeah. Oh, so they took structure damage, so they're going to die real quick. 106 million on that one. That's a bit more like what we're looking for. Hey, Code Jesus, how's it going? Shit, did I do that draw? I was supposed to do that draw. New bot. Nope, I did not. Okay, so I will give you another couple seconds. Hashtag hourly, hashtag horde. I left the hourly open. I'm a scrub. But I'm still going to let the people who just came in have a chance at it. So please enter those draws, and I'll give you a moment or two, and then we will get into... We'll draw that after the next one. Whether I live or not, that doesn't matter. So, I mean, I'm probably going to live. I say that there's a question mark, but that's just because some of the randomness can be real weird sometimes. This room should be fine. 15. Regroup. So this one, I normally like to kill the frigates first, but you kind of have the choice of what you want to do. We're around a medium deviant tower. That's going to make things a little bit easier. And then at some point in time, we're going to focus down these Redivas as well. But if there's no DPS left to hit you, then you're not going to take damage. So that's why I prefer to kill the DPS first out of this. Alright. Hashtag hourly, hashtag horde. Those will get you into both my draws. You don't have to be here for the... Well, you don't have to be here for either of them, but the hourly is usually a shorter window to it. The horde, I leave up all night and draw at the end. You don't have to be here to win it, because I feel that if you have spent the time to enter it, that you deserve a chance at it regardless. I don't need you having a family and staying up till 4 a.m. just to see if you can win that thing. Okay, we're gonna give. All right, we're giving that to the end of this room, this is going to be a fairly short room, so that's all right. So we're not really taking any damage. Most of these guys are all dead. I just have to finish them up, and off we go. We're already up 160 million in this.
Hello, adventurer.
Rob Superior, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it.
Hello, adventurer.
Let's pop over to this guy here. Shoot that. I think Nth raided and ran off, which is absolutely an option. Tesras are easy. 166 million in there. So this is paying out closer to when I run my frigates, actually. Woo! What was Nth doing? I didn't get to see. I'm just curious what he runs, because I know he runs some different things. I've seen him run PvP, I've seen him run Industry. But I also get raiding and running. Sometimes I have to do that too. Okay, we can approach that there. So, I mean, I'm going to be making it out with 142 million.
Thank you for following Loki.
Alias, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Okay, so he's doing PvP again. No, that's 162, isn't it? 162, 166, 328 million? Yeah, he has a couple people that he runs PvP with around now, which is cool. 12 minutes. I was going to move this mic like it matters for you guys, but it doesn't, because it's actually connected to something else. It's just so I can listen to music. Alright, I'm going to go close that hourly draw. Close, announce, draw, announce, Battleground. IGS Bernard. Copy. Nope. Copy. Paste. Autolink character. Give you 50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. And let's open this up. Right? Do it not? No. See, you didn't do it right. I actually have a thing for that. 7. Let's drag 329 million over there. Over to the Orca. We're going to grab 2 more of the caterfilaments. Should be great time on the first one. Let's see how the second one goes. Still have lots of cat boosters. Right? It's like Riker winning a draw. What are the odds of that happening? Alright, who do we got? Oh, this is frightening. Alright, so this one is always tangling first. The transfer conduit is not one of those. How do you clear that? Untag. There we go. So, with Rodivas too, eh? This is an interesting one. I don't like the... Oh, I'm starting off in the speed cloud. Okay. So, it is extremely important to kill these tangling first. They will fuck you up. So, be aware of that. Keep out of the range. This is one of the times when it can actually be very important for you to use your navigation speed to outrange these guys if you need to. Now, I don't know where that you're shooting the wrong one. I don't know where they were in regards to the speed cloud, so hopefully they don't clip it and get immediately into range on me. This guy is switching to navigation mode. They tend to stay focused on the same one. So they will shoot this guy. They will leave this guy alone, except sometimes like one guy will switch over to him, but I don't care about one guy. I care about most of the guys. 2 tangling's dead. We have 1 starving Damovic, which he annoys me, so I may murder his face. But then we'll get the renewing after that. So those Rodivas have a pretty good remote rep, which is why you absolutely have to focus these guys down. If you saw the last one, he got a really big chunk of armor back. And let's see if it happens again. Nope, not that time. And with the frigates, that can happen sometimes as well. But we are actually shooting the right damage at these guys, so that makes a huge difference. We're going to start heading down to this biocache just because I want it. Yeah, see, 50%, 49% armor. So, a couple more missiles, still not dead. 1 more he should be. There we go. And that's why you want to focus those down, because if they keep getting those reps in, then you're just really not killing them all that fast. And if you're not killing them fast enough, then you're going to die from time or something. Rodivas don't rep each other, so that's not a huge issue for them. 51 there. So this should be like about a 220 million average per run, but obviously your mileage may vary depending on different things that you get. This is tier 6. For anyone who has not seen me run things, I am very sorry. I make this look a lot easier than it actually is. So just be aware of that. Like, I make this look like, oh, anybody can waltz their ass in here and start pulling out 300 goddamn million ISK. No, that's not how it works. This is a max skill. This is I have been running these things for a very goddamn long time. This is an I know all of the little things. This is fish sticks is like I don't know how he's doing this. I think I would have died 15 times already. So just be aware of that. This is easy for me, and I make it look easier than it is. It's because I know exactly where to be and when to be there. And there are times that I can't do that, and that's when I will die. But those times are much fewer than for some other people. Yeah, so this room wouldn't have been too long for my Hawks either, but it's coming along very nicely for these guys. So this should be about a 5-minute room-ish, which is an acceptable amount of time for a room. Right? But I mean, you also wouldn't be coming into tier 6s to do this either, so. The 5s and 6s is where things really get interesting. 4s should be fairly easy, which I get, like, this is definitely moderate insanity to a lot of people. And it's a lot of practice. The second that frigates came out, I was running frigates. Then they changed things, and it got harder again. Somebody was saying Tezras, by the way. These guys, this is one of my easier rooms. They are Omni, so I can still use this. Oh, there's a deviant here. There you are. We're going to go this way. And we're going to shoot these field weavers first, just because I don't want them to have any reps. There are no webs in this room. Webs would be the primary thing to get. And we're going to number these, I guess, 1 through 4 on each side. And now we're going to fly away. And this guy's going to take the top ones. This guy's going to take the bottom ones. Blast scripts are usually my first priority. But there's only the 2 of them. Let's swap that out already, though. That guy is getting awful close already. I might actually switch to propulsion or overheat this. Okay, I did get it off quick enough. Or both. So remember, you have a few options with these guys. It's not like you can only do one thing. You can definitely do multiple. This guy got a little close. Once they start getting within like that 5-10 kilometer range, you don't really want to see them. So if you need to overheat to get away from them or use your navigation mode to get away from them, by all means do that. Telethria, it is going very well. Thank you for asking. Okay, let's get you and you. And let's shoot that blast grip. Fish here was looking to see Jackdaws run. I normally run Hawks because they make more risk for me. But I want to show him Jackdaws because Jackdaws is one of my specialties that I do a bit. And it has been going very well so far. I ran an hour of tier 4s and survived. I ran an hour of tier 5s and survived, so now I'm trying an hour of tier 6s. And I am about, say, getting close to 40% through it. And I'm still alive, so I mean, that's definitely what I was aiming to do. I'm not going to lie on that. Shoot that, grab these guys. Where are you guys in relation to that? Let's approach that biocache. Oh, nice. What tier are you running? Now, I mean by remote rep, do you mean like a remote rep? Is it the ancillary one, or is it just a normal one? That guy's a little close, but I'm not super concerned about it. And he's dying. Oh, 3. You're using a lot of remote reps. But if you're using 3, then you're sacrificing a fair bit of DPS, and DPS is one of the things that helps you keep alive in here. What tier are you running? That means you're using 3 launchers instead of 5, so instead of being 300... So I'm 330 DPS, which is fairly high. That's 153 and a glorified decayed. That means you're probably running about 200 DPS. Oh, 1 running tier 3s. Okay. Gotcha, that makes more sense.
Every square computers now have primary control of critical vehicles.
I asked too many questions and streamer brain went the wrong way. What fit are you using? Is it one of my fits, or is it... Well, I mean, so, my fit got thrown out to be a lot of people's fits, just with a couple variations to it. But usually the B-type is the giveaway for what is mine. Although, honestly, it's also just the most economical as well, right? So that's not to say it would absolutely be mine, but that's just mine there, so... Which, if you're ever looking for it, is also here. Alright, last room. What do we got? Terrifying Angel Room? Not terrifying. Cryptus. Oh, shit. This is a terrifying Cryptus room, though. Does that count? We're actually going to turn that on so that we move a little bit faster. Move away. That's a lot of entanglers. And we are... So, yeah, so we're going to kill the entanglers first. There's 2 null charges. But we want to try get a little bit of space on that guy. I don't know. That went on. Oh, thank you for going on, but I don't know how much you're doing. Okay, there we go. We're fine. Ish. Okay, so we got that 50 kilometers range. So that's going to help a lot. So, I mean, so technically it is possible to solo it. Ah, I do like Suitor. But it is definitely far more challenging than it's worth. I would absolutely recommend either bringing a friend or doing tier 4s or whatever version you want to do. Like, okay, Cryptus is again closer than I like. This 50. This could be a problem. Both defensive or no? Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, this is an origin conduit, so let's do that. So, the issue here is that there are still 5 entanglers, and that Cryptus is getting a little close. Cryptus can get wrecking shots on you, and Cryptus wrecking shots can be either a one-shot or damn close to it. If you have all your stuff running and you're in defensive mode, you might survive it or you might not get wrecking shot. But if you don't, then it can become a problem. Blue clouds, obviously, and tracking towers are things that make it less survivable. So as far as I know, I was the first person to start running Jackdaws. It's entirely possible somebody started running them at the same time, but I find it unlikely. And what it was is one of my friends who used to be a streamer challenged me to make a T3 destroyer fit. Well, actually, to be fair, is any destroyer fit that could run T3 solo. And I'm like, you know what? I bet Jackdaw can do it. So I took Jackdaw, and I played around with it, and I made a solo fit. And it worked. You fly away from them. So in this case, the Cryptus will chase you. Dark is the only place where Cryptus chases you. So the multi-body tracking is over there, so we don't fly towards it. And that's the only real way to take care of that. I had his afterburner off, and that was bad. Anyway. So, Cryptus is over there. It's fine if Cryptus is in a blue cloud. We don't want to be in a blue cloud. Okay, I'm going to have to open this up. I don't like to. I'm a little closer than I want to be. However, Cryptus is slightly out of range, and we're getting a little further away now, so it should be okay. Minus 50. Goddamn Karens. Every time. Karens are actually a bit more of a threat for Jackdaws than some of the other ones. Okay, so we're about that 15-minute mark. We're taking a little longer on this room, and that is okay. Let me just double check that this is, yep, they take any damage type, so we're fine. And that's the tracking tower. Which one's that? That's that one. Where are you? Let's go down here. This is problematic. So I've got a couple options. I either have to keep a very, very good transversal, meaning I'm not flying away, I'm flying at angles, 45 degrees ideally, to Charybdis. And if I can get closer, that's good too. So I prefer to stay out of range, but every once in a while I will try to come into range and just stay under the guns. It's dangerous and you have to pay attention, but it is doable. Charybdis switched targets, by the way. So Charybdis is on this guy now. Charybdis is also into armor. So this and Benthic have that chance of absolutely ruining your day. Where you're like, oh, I'm doing great, and then all of a sudden you're dead. And turns, and twists, and losing velocity, and tracking towers, and clouds, all play a part of it. And now Charybdis is dead, and we don't care. We're good. You shoot that, off we go, we get the loot, we get out. Tally, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm more than happy to help or answer anything. We're going to throw navigation mode on because there's nothing left to kill, and we've got lots of time left, almost 3 minutes. I know some people that's not a lot of time, but I promise you for tier 6s, that's a lot of time. If I get out with over a minute left in a tier 6, I am happy. I definitely prefer like 15 minutes, but 140 million there. So 293, 344 million in 18 minutes. Third. Look at the electricals. Sweet. Nope. This first. There we go. Oh, you definitely need some boosters, though. Look at you. I did still have a bunch on there, so that's alright. Oh, nice. 20. I haven't flown those in a while. The issue I had with those, one second here, is that people like to gank those more than some of the other ships. Let's go this way. Actually, we can leave speed on for a second here. So we don't have any webs, so we should be able to keep up enough speed and whatnot to get under their guns, hopefully. There we go. Now we can kill the renewing. And this should be a pretty quick room overall. So, I mean, they're good for different things, is what it is. But the Draugrs tend to be more expensive, so that makes the Jacks easier to... The Jacks are easier to fly and easier to readjust and easier to kill targets. The Jacks require a little bit of specific flying, and it's a little less reliable in DPS. So... And they're just so goddamn expensive. These are $330. I think a Draug might be more than $330 just for one. Yeah. So this fit is cheaper than the Draug ship. The Draugr can run tier 4, tier 5 fires. These can run up to tier 6 Starks. But the beautiful thing is that firestorms are just so goddamn cheap. So cheap. But if you're sitting at that tier 4 level, oh, these are so much better for you to run for tier 4. And tier 4 is such a nice little sweet spot. Matter of fact, tier 4 Reiji filaments is the best. You should run tier 4 filaments and make a lot of easy ISK, and ensure you sell your other filaments and loot to maximize your profits. I run tier 4s. You should also run tier 4s. I'm just saying that for no particular reason. I don't. I tend to run triple Hawks or 2 Hawks and a Skybreaker. Is my favorite thing to run. The 2 Hawks and a Skybreaker, I'm not sure it's actually faster. I just love running a Skybreaker. They're just so much fun. But not necessarily more effective. Definitely less survivable. But I don't see a need to run a Kieran when I can run with 3 Hawks very, very successfully. I should not be splitting DPS on these, but I am. But that also shows you the... Oh dear God, don't do that to me! Don't do that to me, daily reward auto-redeem! Are you trying to give me a freaking heart attack? Approach there. Ah, gotcha. $65 million there. So, I mean, likely you have an ADC, which makes it a lot harder for them to gank you, but not impossible. I usually leave an orc out on the dock, and most people haven't bothered ganking me for quite a while, so... Sometimes it makes me sad because I miss the attention from it. I can afford to lose a few ships to a few ganks. Like, I just spent $17 billion on 2 times 6 months of game time for my account. Like, not hurting for risk here. Oh, this one's annoying. Do I want to try... Ooh. Sure. I haven't tried that plan with this in quite a while, if I ever did. So we're going to go be bad guys. And this is a terrible idea. Please do not do this. And, yeah. I mean, there's that sometimes too, right? Regroup. You're supposed to be over there. You're in the wrong spot. This is not good. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's just not good. Perfect. Minus 70 is exactly what I need in this one. Alright, last newt is going down. Oh, this is a tracking tower. Harrowing 1, turn that off. Harrowing 1. If I get that harrowing down, then the amount of damage I'm going to take is going to go down. I was thinking of switching back to DPS mode, and that thought has gone out of my goddamn head right now. Okay, for anyone who hasn't watched my stream before, I am very sorry. This is going to be painful for you to watch. I've certainly enjoyed it. Now, I mean, if you do something wrong, you're still going to die in the abyss, but it's a lot more DPS. Like, you'd definitely be sacking some DPS on Hawks otherwise. So, for anyone who hasn't seen me do this, I am currently outside of the abyss, and I'm making these Damavix come into the abyss and take damage to hurt me. Or attempt to hurt me. They're not doing a very good job of it. And I can always overheat this a little bit if I need some shield back, or whatnot. My DPS is a little bit lower. However, because they're flying out, and you can see them fly out like this, they take damage from that. Or this guy who just tried to really eat out and took significant damage from that. I haven't shot this guy yet. He's almost dead. This guy ghosting, no. I was shooting that one. Okay. But as you can see, they're taking a fair bit of damage. I can move in a little bit here to reduce the damage I'm taking.
Hello, adventurer, and thank you.
Laura, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. And this is a little method you can use to help kill these remote ret goofballs who cause so much trouble. Now, the needles tend not to come in quite so far. So you're probably going to have to kill them. So at some point in time, you are going to switch back to propulsion mode and head out of the abyss and head towards the gate. Although, actually... Oh, okay, so in this particular case, there was also a tower. So the tower still killed them. So we're just going to go navigation mode the rest of the way. This guy's going to go towards the gate. This guy's going to go towards the cache. And we're going to turn up these last couple guys and kill them. Okay, so we still have 9 minutes left, and we're going to the last room. Should be more than enough time for anything that might throw at me. I just have to still grab loot and then head out. And depending on how long that one takes, I might be able to fit another one in, but if it's a longer one, I might skip it. Might call it good at 3, and that I survived, and that I made some misc and leave. 157 million there. What do you mean? It's Phalanx TW. I got it off a friend quite a long time ago. Alright, so I'm going to go for dissipators there. Oh, really? Then yes. Also known as my third Hawk pilot. Okay, so we're going to get the dissipators next. Oh, I figured. I absolutely figured. About time you found my stream. I've been here a while. Alright, so here we want to get rid of the webs and newts first. They are the biggest threats, and because there are so many of the webs, I might have to drop down to defensive mode a little bit here. But they shouldn't be any huge threat, like I should be able to get through this fine. Maybe a couple extra cap boosters, but not super concerned about it. Unrelated note, Rev, I may have found a Magic the Gathering Commander deck that is 3 cards. One of the cards is, well, obviously the Commander, which lets me go and search for 2 other cards, which is whenever you discard a card, it deals the damage to each opponent. And the other one lets you draw cards until you draw a non-land card, but your Commander lets you fetch the 2 cards that are not land, and then everything else is land, so you just take out your whole deck of land, and either you win or you don't. And it's terrible and hilarious. I really want to build it, but it is so terrible. However, that's the kind of troll thing that both of us would do. So, believe it or not, Rev here is actually the person who got me into EVE Online a very long time ago. Me and him, I got into his corporation, and I've been good friends with his corp mates for a very, very long time. And he explained a whole lot of things for when I started playing Eve. $55 million there. That's a little low, but at the same time, I hit about what I expected to. I hit over 210 is what I expect to be the average for here, and I've been doing much better than that, so I can't really complain. Yeah, been a hot minute, that's for sure. Afterlife, Chaosite, Visium, Unrivaled Valor. There we go. He was around when I was fighting angels with my Harbinger and lasers, and had to put on projectile weapons onto my Harbinger. Wow. Alright, I don't think we're going to have time for a fourth one, however, this still went really well. I mean, that's close to 800 million in an hour with 2 characters. I mean, let's be honest, we all become noobs at some point. I might be good at this, but I'm definitely noobish for some other things. Although, I still get hankerings for exploration every once in a while. So, I started playing, and I paid for my first month of Eve. Rev there went and gave me the free 21-day trial. Paid for my first month. And then I farmed enough ISK for my second month doing combat exploration. Back then it was 300 million for 1 plex, which gave you a month of game time. Alright, so 18 minutes on that one. Activate gate. Activate gate. We're good here. Are we good here? Yeah, we're good here. Not staying here, though, just because I saw some names in local that were a little too generic and multiple. So I'm going to throw that stuff on just in case. Probably did not need the AB. So I have done mining in industry at some points, but I know, right? But I have never done it as a main job ever. I've done Hypernet. Actually, the Hypernet probably made me the most ISK I've ever made. Oh, that's an 18-minute one. What did I say? 212, 277 million in 18 minutes. Count. Now, the first thing I have to do is make sure I didn't get something stupid expensive that does not show up, because that can happen with these. So I'll check my cargo hold there in a sec and see what I get. See, things like that can scare me. You docking? Oh, you're getting close. Yep. Accept. Alright, let me double check you right quick. Actually, unstable was the easiest way. I did not get a lot of unstables, actually. I got a 1 MN afterburner, a small shield booster, which is unusual for here, but also worthless. Alright, cool. So we'll throw the dark back, we'll throw this back. Nothing in there is going to give us an accurate description of how much ISK I made anyway, so we have to go by that, which is good. Okay, so What do we get here? 329, 344, 277, 950 minus 180, 30, yeah, 770 million. So this one made 950 million net, 770 million profit in 1 hour there. So 770 plus 323 plus, oh, it's not my calculator. Uh, 381 works out to a profit of 1474 million in 3 hours, doing T4, T5, T6 stars. Which, there we go. That's a whole bunch, right? A literal fedora. It was my brother's, actually. Yeah, so there you go. That's a nice little chunk of ISK. Now, if we... Is that still up? I can't remember. Might be gone now. Did the sale go away? Oh, look, I should probably grab that. It did, so we're back to this. So, 400 a month for Omega. So, Plex was 4.3 million last time I was buying it. 4.3 times 400. So that is a little bit less than a month of game time. 17-20 million. Approximately equal for the 1 month, if you're getting 3 at a time. Alright, so everyone get in hashtag hordes, get into that draw, and I'm about to do a draw for up to potentially 2 billion ISK. There you go, fish. You got your day of me running Jackdaws. I might switch back to Hawks next time, but we will see. Still, I certainly have no issues with making 1.4, well, almost 1.5 billion profit in a few hours. That's not counting any blueprints or anything either. But I also usually just counter those to the cost of my boosters. So that's how that generally works. Alright, so let me pop over to here. We're going to go to manage this giveaway. You're going to... we are going to close this up. Announce this closed. Let's pop... Oh, I dragged this over to here. And this thing here. And that there for display capture. Okay. Automatic onto this one. There we go. And we're going to draw this... Oh, let's make that a little bigger. Come on. There we go. I like you guys to see who gets drawn, and the winner is... Nope, that's just announcing it's drawn. Draw it! There we go. Dharma Punks, you are not required to be here, Dharma Punks. However, if you are here, you have won the Dragon Sword for tonight. Let's remove that. But being here also gives you some... oh, look at you. You beat me to it. I am so impressed with that. Alright, let me grab this. Copy that. Dharma, number between 1 and 50, please. Actually, Rev will enjoy this, too. $42. Everyone who is here, please pick a number between 1 and 50. And Dharma Punks, it is number 42. Number between 1 and 50 for your chance at 50 million ISK. It is alright if you have duplicate numbers. So if you do have a duplicate number, please just keep it. Don't put another one in. You only get one number each. But all of you can pick Dan 42 if you want. So, what we have here, I will pull that filter off again because that did work well last time. Video capture. Filters, then you get to see this green screen here once this chroma key is removed. Yep, close. And what we're going to do is we're going to do this. So I'll make this nice and big so you can see it. Oh wait, no, I want you to see right where that face is. There we go. Now we're going to make this bigger. And what I have here is I have a 50-card deck of Magic the Gathering cards. And the card that Dharma is after is Mr. House, which I normally have on top. Why the hell don't I have it on top? It's on the bottom? No. No such luck. Alright, one sec. Let me take these glasses off. And the card all of you are after is Mr. House. Actually, so you're also after either Dogmeat, Dharma, or Mr. House are your two bigger ones. However, the rest of them are everything is worth something to you. So you're good there. Everyone else is after Mr. House, President and CEO. So that's what you're picking numbers for up to 54 is Mr. House. Dharma's after literally any card in this deck, but especially Mr. House and Dogmeat, which are worth the 2 billion piece. Let me get this shuffled up. Nope, Dharma, you already picked yours. Yours is 42. You're already getting the ask. But what you get depends on the card from this. See, I even have it down in the bottom left here where your name is for this here. Alright, so Dharma, you please tell me when to stop shuffling. Oh, I got a proxy sliver deck and it is fantastic. But it's funny because Sliver Queen is just so expensive now. Dharma, tell me when to stop shuffling. We'll be good. Alright, there we go. Last one there. I'm going to throw in a stop for people guessing numbers. There we go. And I will throw this over here for you guys so you can see it a little bit better. And so we're after Mr. House and number 42 are the main ones we're going. 1. Oh, that's one of the big ones you were after. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, we already hit Mr. House, which is number 11. I see no number 11s, so now we're going to have to yeet the hell out to Darms there. So 11. I usually like to throw that down here. Mr. House. Number 11. Now, you're definitely still getting something. Don't worry about that, Darn. Let's go see what you're getting. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. Now, I've seen most of the ones that you'd be after. 41. And 42 is... That is not a legendary. It is a creature human rogue. So that means it is the 100 million. So let's go over to here. It should be 100 billion, 100 billion. The lowest you can get out of this is 100 million if you do win it. And that is sent. Darn, there you go. And let me go back to here. No, cancel, filter, add, chroma key. Okay. Close, there we go. Ah! Bad camera. There we go. Thank you for joining me. I thoroughly enjoyed running some Abyssals for you and showing you the Jackdaws that I've been slacking off on a while. I'll see about getting that video up today or tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. You guys have yourselves a wonderful night. I will talk to you later. Fly fun. It's okay to lose ships. You will lose more in the Abyss than I will. I am sorry, not sorry for that. But you guys have fun, and I will see you next week. I usually try to stream just Tuesdays right now. I'm kind of easing my way back into it. I still got a lot of work and a lot of other things on the go. My little girl has Taekwondo on Thursdays, and
Hello, adventurer.
just visiting friends and family and stuff and all that. So it takes up a bit of time, as we all know. And let me go see who else is currently streaming right now. Reload that. Alright. I see a few people I don't know. No, not that one. Not that one. No, damn it. I want EVE Online. Stop that. Pause. Apparently, just clicking names is not going to be the category. Alright, we've got options here. I don't know most of these ones. Not that one. Maybe that one? Zero Chronos X. It's kind of what I'm aiming for. Abyss to Abyss. I like doing that. Zero. There was underscores or something with that, wasn't there? Yes. We go here. Nope. Back. Back. Copy that. Paste that. Let me go close that for a quick. Mute that for a quick second. Mute that for a quick second. There we go. And I will send you off on your way. You guys have a wonderful evening. And yeah, not a problem, Fish. You have a wonderful evening. I'll talk to you all you guys later. Fly fun, loot ships, have fun. That's what the game's about. It doesn't matter what you enjoy except mining. Screw you. And have a wonderful night.